The all-new Nissan Murano has been one of the most awaited vehicle introductions this year. First and foremost, a huge thanks and shout out goes to the awesome folks over at Community Nissan in Bloomington, Indiana for allowing me to come out and film this beautiful 2025 Nissan Murano. Check them out online. Spanning for a decade, the third generation Z52 Murano ran from November 2014 to December 2024 with minimal, mostly safety changes throughout its life. With the major corporate restructuring for the ailing Nissan brand, major changes were needed, and Nissan's popular crossover required a much-needed facelift. The updated model bears a strong resemblance to the Nissan Ariya electric crossover and incorporates many modern features that were not previously available on the Murano, including ventilated and massaging front seats, dual 12.3-inch instrument cluster and infotainment displays, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity, Nissan's ProPilot Assist 1.0 and 1.1, and a color heads-up display. Gone is the 3.5-liter VQ V6 and the Horde CVT transmission, and is replaced by the variable compression turbocharged 4-cylinder and a new 9-speed automatic transmission. It is the first Nissan to use this configuration. The Murano SV model will be available in both front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive configurations, while the SL and Platinum grades will be available exclusively as an all-wheel drive configuration. The Murano continues to be built in North America at the Nissan Smyrna assembly plant in Smyrna, Tennessee. Ours was produced in December 9th, 2024. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the In-Depth Review Series, where we take an in-depth look at a brand new vehicle. And today, we are looking at the 2025 Nissan Murano. Today's review subject is a fully loaded Nissan Murano Platinum. It is a four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive spec. It is painted in the absolutely stunning deep ocean blue pearl, and it features the ivory and caramel semi-aniline leather interior. Full pricing is shown on screen, and a full options list is in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. Of course, this vehicle is pretty well loaded, so there's not going to be a whole lot of options. Today's review is going to be a full in-depth review. We're going to cover everything from the exterior to the interior, powertrain, fuel economy, and everything else in between. And power comes from Nissan's unique 2-liter variable compression turbocharged and intercooled KR20 DDET dual overhead cam 16-valve inline 4-cylinder engine. This engine is of aluminum block and head construction with gasoline direct injection and a variable 8.0:1 to 14.0:1 compression ratio. This engine creates 241 horsepower at 5,600 RPM and 260 pound-feet of torque at 4,400 RPM. 0 to 60 miles per hour is estimated to come in around 7.8 seconds. The Murano features a gross vehicle weight rating of 5,600 pounds with a curb weight of 4,438 pounds. Nissan states the maximum towing capacity is a meager 1,500 pounds, with the maximum payload capacity at 1,162 pounds. The Murano is equipped with an 18.7 US gallon fuel capacity and consumes 4.3 gallons per 100 miles driven, with an estimated total driving range of 430 miles. EPA fuel economy figures are 21 miles per gallon in the city, 27 miles per gallon on the highway, and an overall average of 23 miles per gallon. The sole available transmission is actually quite an unexpected move from Nissan. Gone, finally, is a horribly unreliable and ill-fated Jatco CVT transmission, but now a brand new electronically controlled 9-speed automatic. This new transmission features push-button style control panel and features manual shift capability with drive mode select and a 4.34:1 axle ratio. Steering is electrically assisted vehicle speed-sensitive variable rate rack and pinion with 2.8 turns lock-to-lock and a 16:1 overall ratio. The turning radius has not yet been tested at the time of this video. Wheels on the Murano are the 21 by 8-inch machine-finished aluminum alloys with gun metallic aero covers, and they are shot in 255/50 R21 Bridgestone Alenza Sport all-season tires. Brakes are power-assisted four-wheel disc brakes with electronic brake force distribution, ABS, automatic emergency braking, rear automatic braking, and pedestrian detection. Up front, we have ventilated 13.8-inch rotors with ventilated 13.1-inch rotors in the rear. As we walk along the rear of the vehicle, now of course I will cover in depth, just like I do in all my videos, but take a look at it. More of a evolutionary redesign rather than revolutionary. It still looks very familiar, however, it is very much brand new. Alrighty, so looking around the rear of the new Murano, it's a little bit more evolutionary rather than revolutionary. It does have all completely upgraded LED lighting, completely new design. However, it's not a far cry from the previous generation. One thing I really like about this vehicle, and it is very windy outside, but I love this satin trim that kind of crisscrosses through the window trim here up into the C-pillar, coming all the way down to more of a vestibule spoiler back here. And then it comes down really nice, steeply raked rear glass into this really cool, artful looking LED tail light. So it's a complete light bar, but it has this laser etched pattern into it. And it kind of catches the light almost seamlessly across the entire width of the rear of the vehicle. A very cool statement piece. And of course, we've also got amber LED turn repeaters. We've also got LED reverse lamps that are housed in here. Of course, we also have the large Murano trim plate back here, all-wheel drive designation, and then of course the platinum trim line designation there. And then in the center, we have the new Nissan logo here. Looks really, really good. Overall, the rear end styling of the Murano, very classy, very elegant. Just very nice overall. Alrighty, now up front is where the Murano probably looks the absolute best. I actually think this is probably one of the best looking Nissan Muranos they've ever made. And I just love the styling of it. Now up front, we do have the door mounted mirrors with black skull caps, LED turn repeaters. They are power folding mirrors. Get this nice glass here for added visibility. Of course, that trim goes all the way down to the termination point. And then of course the broad front hood, it's all aluminum, comes down into these really cool headlamps. Now, it may just be me, but I think this headlamp treatment across the front split here, where it has the Murano nameplate, I think that has a little bit of like 90s Nissan 300ZX. I could be wrong, but just the way that gloss black panel is fitted, these LED lights just looks really reminiscent of something. I'm not really sure what, but I think it's a 300ZX. And then down here we have these ribbed lighting here, and it is all daytime running lights, which looks really, really cool. But the top one turns into, and as we walk along the profile of the vehicle, as you can see, very nice proportions here. I do have the exterior dimensions on screen, so you can see just all the dimensions for outside measurements, just to see where this fits in. But overall, very well proportionate. And as we walk along the front of the vehicle, as I do with the rear, I'm going to cover the front details in depth. But just check it out. Just a very beautiful vehicle. Looks very, very nice. Looks very sporty. I think Nissan did a really good job with the new design. Alrighty, now looking around the front of the Nissan Murano, the new one, just absolutely looks probably the best looking Murano I've seen. I absolutely love the design language of this car. Let's take a quick look over here. Power folding mirrors mounted on the doors, gloss black skull caps, LED turn repeaters, power fold away. You have this really nice little blind spot window here for added visibility. That satin stainless trim flows all the way to its termination point right here. And then we follow the long sloping aluminum hood into probably the coolest design element of the Murano, and that is its headlights. Really thin profile LED headlamps here with the high beams in here. And of course you have your amber turn repeater or side indicator. Gloss black trim goes all the way across here into this gloss black plate that has the Murano logo. Now, in my eyes, I feel like this looks familiar, and to me, I could be wrong, but I feel like it looks kind of like the 90s 300ZX. I could be wrong, but just the way these are real flat and they have that treatment there just kind of looks very familiar. All right, now this portion here actually flows very seamlessly into the grille. It's all gloss black, of course. Has your ultrasonic parking sensors, the Nissan logo, and of course your radar for your automatic cruise control. So there you go, that's the front styling of the new Nissan Murano. All right, now before we get inside, let's take a look and see what we have as far as the key fob is concerned. It is just a basic Nissan key. It's a smart key access, black plastic, and you have a silver plastic banding. You have the Nissan logo, of course, and then of course you have your remote start button. You have your lock, unlock, and your panic or your lift gate and your panic alarm. Now, as stated before, it is Nissan's intelligent key smart key access system. So by keeping the key fob in your purse or pocket, you can lock and unlock the vehicle doors. Doing so is easy just by pressing that button. The vehicle will beep and the mirrors will fold in, indicating that it's locked. To unlock, simply press that button again, and the mirrors will unfold and the vehicle will beep, and we can open up the door and take a look at the brand new interior. Now check this interior out. It is absolutely stunning. The semi-aniline interior, the leather is top notch. Of course, it has Nissan's trademark diamond quilting. Just absolutely a very beautiful interior. We're going to cover it all in detail, of course. And take a look at the door panels. The door panels do feature that same two-tone treatment. You have the caramel up top, the ivory down below, accent stitching here. This really neat ribbed, it's very smooth, but it has that ribbed look to it. And of course, this little strip here is for your interior ambient lighting, satin silver door pulls, 2-driver memory. And of course, a plethora of controls here: lock and unlock, mirror controls, power mirror fold away, power windows, and window lockout. Down below, pretty much hard plastic down here. It's black plastic, kind of blends in with the interior. Molded pockets, bottle holders, stereo speakers, that kind of thing. On the driver's side instrument panel, we have that texture, that finish again there, with the caramel leather going across the width of the dash. Looks really, really nice. Air vent, of course. And then here we have our ProPilot Assist and all that kind of stuff. Heads up display, heated steering wheel, lift gate release. You also have your auto hold, electronic parking brake, hood releases here, and of course your gas and brake pedal. The vehicle does have floor mats, they're just not installed yet. And of course we've also got a power tilt and telescoping steering column here, and it does program with the memory. We've also got 8-way power driver and passenger seat with adjustable lumbar supports there, and we've also got our dynamic massaging feature here as well. All right, let's take a look at the seats. We've already shown them once, but let's take a good detailed look at them. Up at the top, they are that caramel semi-aniline leather with accent stitching, height adjustable head restraints. They have the diamond quilting, which is Nissan is famous for doing, and it always looks top notch, and no matter what car they put it in. I wish it would say Murano here or something, but still, this top portion in two-tone looks really, really nice, and it flows down into the ivory with more of the diamond pattern. However, it's just in the perforations. It's not stitched or anything like that. Still very, very nice. The seats are actually Nissan's zero gravity seats. Very, very comfortable, very supportive, excellent for long road trips. All right, now let's hop inside and check out the rest of the interior. All right, now that we're inside, let's show more details. Very nice fluidic power assisted steering, of course, on a very thick rim steering wheel. Just a 2-spoke steering wheel. Looks like it came from the Ariya. Nice soft leather. And of course the steering wheel is heated, has a flat bottom, has the Nissan logo here, more of that texturing on the top. Just kind of a nice looking steering wheel with a graphite finish, gloss black spokes. Of course you have your controls for cruise control, audio controls, their ProPilot Assist or automatic cruise control and all that kind of stuff. Over here we do have our menu controls for the driver screen and the navigation screen. Bluetooth and voice command controls. These here switch between what screens you're controlling. And of course you have a directional pad, a back, and a thumb wheel scroller. And when this is highlighted orange, it controls the driver's side information cluster. And there's not much to it. It's very, very Nissan. It just has all the different menus that you're familiar with if you have a Nissan or if you've ever been inside one before. So pretty nice. And then you can also use that button to control this section here. So you can go down your menus, select the phone controls, music, navigation, all that kind of stuff. Taking a look at the instrument cluster here, it is all digital, has an 8,000 RPM tach with coolant temperature, your odometer. Of course, as you can see here, you do have like a cockpit display, so it does do the maps, which is really nice. 140 mile per hour speedometer, fuel gauge, and distance remaining. As far as your control stalks, they have automatic headlamps with automatic high beam assist. And of course, you have your turn indicators, high beams, and flash to pass, all that kind of stuff. And over on the right hand side, of course, you have your front and rear wiper washer controls. You've also got shift paddles here for the transmission, which is a true 9-speed automatic, no CVT. Very nice to know. And of course, moving over the top of the dash, that semi-aniline leather continues over the entire width of the dash in that caramel color, which is the upper color portion. And the driver's instrument cluster is covered in this really nice stitched vinyl that goes into the heads-up display. A-pillar has the Bose premium audio system, the tweeter for it. And then moving down, you come to the other side of the dash. Just a really nice sculpted display here. And of course, we do have nice large locking glove box. Huge screen in the front. It is a touch screen. It does integrate Google Maps, and of course it is completely configurable. It also does you can have various apps open at the same time, multitasking, that kind of stuff. You have interior controls, your maps here, music controls, AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radio, Bluetooth and phone controls, of course, Google Assistant, that kind of stuff. And you also have apps for like interior lighting, all that kind of stuff. By placing a vehicle in reverse, does activate your reverse camera. Nice 360-degree top-down view. You've also got the front and rear camera displays here. A really nice one here also is your blind spots and all that kind of stuff. And then a wider view. And of course, we do have adaptive guidance lines as well. Another neat feature, and I'm going to put it in park and just show the camera view. So the cameras actually have another one called the hoodless display, and basically it shows the position of your wheels, the tracking that they're going to take, and everything that's in front that would be blinded by your hood. That is an incredible idea, and I'm glad Nissan integrated that into this new vehicle. And of course, you've also got Nissan's 360-degree top-down view. You can't scroll like you can on other vehicles, but you can see where all the cameras are showing and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. You have that 3D view walk around there. Just a very, very cool camera system. Excellent quality. Moving down, gloss piano black trim, positional air vents here, four-way flashers are right here, and this is your forward and back tracks. Murano logo here, and just like it's out of the Ariya, this really nice piece of wood trim here has your start-stop button, your climate controls, front and rear defroster, fan speed, all that kind of stuff. And you can actually go into your climate controls through the touchscreen. So the front, you can control your heated seats, individual climate controls, panel distribution, all that kind of stuff. And then for the rear, you can also control rear seat heating. Down here, we have a wireless charging pad, 2 USB Type-Cs. This is your gear selector here, drive mode, your auto start stop off and on, which is, I think it's the first time I've seen it when in Nissan, actually. They've not put those in there before. Your camera displays, cup holders, storage bin, nice padded armrest with the French stitch right down the center. Opens up to reveal a nice amount of storage. Overall, the interior of the Murano is an absolute luxurious place to be. Very comfortable, very quiet, very well put together, I might add. Overhead, we do have an automatic dimming rearview mirror, HomeLink universal garage door opener, passenger seat or airbag indicator switch. You've also got sunglasses holder here. You've also got overhead lighting, individual map lights just by tapping the light itself. And of course, we've also got our controls for a panoramic sunroof. So this is your glass, this is your shade, and this is the Nissan Connect or SOS. Taking a look overhead, sun visors, Nice, large, and padded. They do feature illuminated vanity mirrors with the light in the ceiling, which is a feature I like. And of course, the sun visors do swing out and slide out on extension rails. In addition, you've also got dampened overhead assist handles and height adjustable seat belts. All right, let's take a look at the rear seat now. Now, the Murano only has 2 rows of seating, as to be expected. But the rear seat is very spacious, very nice, and very comfortable. And take a look at the doors. Now, one nice thing is the doors back here do have manual roll up and down sunshades. They have the same two-tone treatment with the stitching accents and all that kind of stuff as the front doors do. However, this is not that smooth texture. It actually is a texture. Satin silver door pulls and power window switches here. Nice padded vinyl trim and molded pockets in the doors as well as speakers. All right, let's take a look at the rear seats. Now, the rear seats do seat 3 across. It is a 60/40 split folding seat design, and I do believe the seat backs also recline. In addition, we do not have height adjustable head restraints on the outboard seats. They are integrated into the seat backs, but we do have one in the center. Now, you'll note the rear seats have the same pattern and the same theme as the front seats do. The caramel leather up top, accent stitching, diamond quilting, perforations, and of course, the diamond perforations in the lower portions of it. I kind of wish they would have gone with brown seat belts back here instead of black, but that's okay. Now, pulling this down reveals a center armrest, cup holders, and storage tray. There is no seat pass-through, however, through the armrest. But overall, just a very nice attention to detail back here. You can kind of see faintly in the ambient lighting there. It's a faint yellow color. Seat back map pocket on the back of the right seat, but the back of the driver's seat does not have such a thing. We also have back here positional air vents with the ability to turn off and on the vents. 3-stage heated seats back here as well. And 2 USB Type-C ports. And to fold the seats is very easy. Just reach up here and pull the seat back forward with that lever. The seat backs fold flat to the seats, and you have seamless entry into the cargo area. Another nice feature is that the seat belts have a guide strip here, so they're always in place. All right, there are several ways to open the rear lift gate. First way, and easiest way, just by pressing and holding this button here on the driver's side instrument panel. You can also walk up from behind, and right at the top of the Nissan logo here, there's a button that's almost hidden. Pressing that will actually open up the lift gate. The other way you could do it is by pressing and holding the key fob button. That'll open up the lift gate as well. Or you can just kick underneath it, just like you can on most premium Nissans. And that will also trigger the keyless and handless opening and closing. As you can see, nice wide opening lift gate here. Now, due to the steeply raked design, it does kind of impede on cargo space a little bit, but overall it's pretty acceptable, especially for a vehicle of this size. As you can see here, we've also got a installed privacy screen here, which is nice to have. It's also removable as well. Now inside we have some tie-down hooks, some storage crannies. You've also got LED lighting back here as well. You got grocery bag hooks, and you can also fold the seats from back here as well. Now, since they are just manually folding, you can't raise them back up, but it's very nice to have the option to do it here or from the back of the seat as well. We've got another storage nook here. It does have some odds and ends for dealer installed accessories. You've got this really trick all-weather cargo mat here, which actually you can probably make into like a I don't know. It's very positionable, I guess. Haven't really got a chance to play with it too much. But underneath, you have the tire inflation kit, the Bose amplifier, and a small amount of hidden storage if you so choose, especially right down through here. So yeah, that is the rear cargo compartment of the Nissan Murano. To close the lid, simply press this button in the trim panel. And there you have it, the 2025 Nissan Murano. We hope you found the video informative, and if you did, please comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/neighborhoodcarreviews, and of course our Instagram channel at BrinsoJ1. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.